my Proton now.
Legends, welcome back to the channel. John here, and today in this video I'm throwing some more parts at my blue dustbin. No, not that one. This one, my Proton Satria. I'm actually just using this as a parts holder. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day here in Lincolnshire and it's windy. Dad's been out on his motorbike this morning and I'm covered in fluff from taking the inspector to the vets. Anyway, if you're following the Satria series, it's an ongoing series on the channel, you will know that we keep doing bits to it. We keep trying to get it running right, and we've now replaced the metal that was missing from the wheel arch at the front here. We've got it running okay, but it's still a little bit lumpy when cold. Don't get me wrong, that could be naff fuel in the car. Let's send it away and have it itemised by a laboratory. We won't be doing that. We're going to probably dump, I don't know, 10 gallons of fuel in it. But I've been out and bought one of these as well, which is a blueprint fuel filter. If you need to know, it's an ADC 42320. It fits all sorts of Mitsubishi cars, Lancers, Colts, etc., because that is effectively what this is underneath. We're going to fit a new fuel filter. Hopefully that will solve a little bit of the problem. And in the previous video as well, my air filter had been eaten by a mouse, so I've also bought myself an air filter as well. £30, that's cost me 30 quid, and £15 for the air filter. We'll fit them to the car, Dad and I, and then we will see if it runs any better. I'm not holding out much hope. Again, I'm going to probably dump 20 gallons of good petrol in the car, but I think now we're at a stage where it's running well enough that it'll pass an MOT. But in the quest for content, let's stick this on. As always, the inspector is here to check out the progress. And good afternoon. How are you? You all right?
Me and the dog's all right. It's
yeah, it's everyone else. I see you've been out on your motorbike this morning. You've got it out here. How did that go?
All right, thank you.
And I can see you've got the blue dustbin out. Not this one. This one. I've already made that joke. People are going to be shouting at the screen. Last time we spoke to you, you were doing some welding.
Yeah, that's all done, mate. Everybody knows all about that now.
They do, yeah.
It's all done.
It's all done. We've had
dusted.
We've had a quest for trying to get it running right. Oh, what's that on the floor there? Oh, it's leaking power, is it?
No, it's leaking
wax oil.
Yeah.
I've been out and spent 45 quid on some parts.
Right.
I've got an air filter, winner, and I've got a fuel filter, winner. Talk us through how the car is running, because I keep saying it's running like a bag of nails, but
It's
actually,
not a bag of nails. It's just a bit flat, isn't it?
yeah, we've fitted a new fuel injector in here.
It's a lot better after that.
That's what the problem was, wasn't it? The fuel.
That's why it's missing some
injector. One of the things I've said in the introduction is we still are to dump sort of 20 gallons of fresh petrol in it. But what are you doing with the fuel filter?
I'm going to take it off, but it might be a bit tricky.
Bit tricky? Yeah. If you need to know where the fuel filter is on your Mitsubishi Colt or your Proton Satria 1.5, it's down there somewhere, just under the slave cylinder.
That's not the slave cylinder, John. That is the master cylinder.
Well, that's the slave cylinder, isn't it?
That's the master cylinder.
Is it really?
Yes.
What's that then?
That's the master cylinder.
Why is there two master cylinders?
Brake and clutch.
So that's the clutch master cylinder?
Yes, son.
Oh, I thought it was the clutch slave. My bad. It's under there. Anyway, it's down there. Let me just get me gubbins in there. Can we see it? Wah wah. No, we can't. There it is. If you need to know where it is in your Satria, it's under the what is it? The clutch master cylinder.
Yes, mate.
There we go. Yeah, just told me. Why is it going to be potentially a bit tricky?
Because it's a bit tricky to get at, isn't it?
To get that out of there. I suppose the easiest thing to do is take your airbox off, which we've done. Take your battery out as well.
It's a bit tricky to get at, mate.
Spannering live.
It could cause me to grumble and chunter.
You know there's that bloke behind the camera that asks loads of questions whilst you're working?
Yes, mate.
Here's a question I've got for you.
Right, mate.
What does the fuel filter actually do?
Filters the fuel.
Yeah, I know, but how does it work?
I'm guessing it's got a load of paper element stuff in it, son.
Do all cars have a fuel filter?
Most things with fuel injection have, yeah.
Yeah. So effectively, yeah, metal box or metal canister, and fuel line goes in one end, comes out the other, and it, well, filters all the stuff out the fuel. I'm guessing it's to stop swarf and dirt.
No,
and
mainly it's sort of bits of rust and stuff.
oh, out the tank.
Yeah.
Can we cut that one open afterwards and have a look inside it?
You jolly well can, mate.
There you are. Also, I would just like to point out, what a great name for an engine. Magma.
Hopefully we're not going to have fuel piddling out everywhere.
Well, there's not that much fuel in it, is there?
What we've got to do, though, is make sure we don't lose. Does your new filter come with the washers or not?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's good news. That's blooming good news, John boy. I hope it comes with several, actually.
Let's have a look. I'll tell you what, while you're looking at that, we'll look in the box. See what's in here. There's the actual fuel filter, as you can see. Giving it a shake for some reason, don't know why. Nice, brand new, shiny, black, looking good. Put that nice and safe. It comes with two brand new, they look like copper washers, to be honest with you.
Good.
You know, I'm going to say something.
Yeah?
This is the first fuel filter I think we've ever replaced on any of my vehicles.
That's because you is mean and don't buy stuff.
Is it a service item, a fuel filter?
It is, mate. Yeah.
Oh, right. So we should have been replacing it on everything.
If you ain't a set of floor mats, you don't like changing it.
Floor mats equal power.
Come on, you awkward old bugger.
Out it comes. There is the fuel filter. It's off the car. Oh.
There's something sharp down there. Ah. Apart from the fact it's totally opposite.
Ah.
Yeah. Bizarrely enough, that one says out to there, look.
Yeah.
And it says in there on there. So this one's the opposite way round.
Ah, good job we checked that.
What's all that about? Eh? Can you see?
Yeah. Do you think it's the wrong thing then?
No, I don't think so, but
So just show us that.
it's just made the other way round, look.
Oh yeah. Out and in. So the brackets. Oh, I see the flange or the flare. Oh.
Can you see?
I can.
But the little grippy things for the
Are the
bracket
same.
are the same.
So it fits in a little bracket down there that holds it sort of in place. In goes the new one.
So much room in the engine room.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I've just noticed this. Look at all this space under here. There's so much space here, and then at the front, you know, you've got sort of 7 or 8 inches of space in here where you could just put your hands. Loads of space in there as well, which kind of makes me realise how they can put a 1.8 litre engine in there. And a turbocharge as well. Aha, engine room inspector is here. That's under the engine, look. I've got a whole camera system in there at the moment. See everything. And you can see the bottom of the fuel filter as well. There's the alternator. How are we looking?
I'll dry it off with my cloth and then we'll run it up to see if we've got leaks.
Oh, hi. Hi, Mrs. Inspector. I'm a big fan of this new ability to stick this camera in certain places with this tripod I've got. Ah. What have you just done that for?
I'll get all the loose fuel and that off. I'm going to check it for leaks, haven't we, mate?
Would a new fuel filter need priming?
It'll prime itself when you turn the ignition on, son.
Will it? Yeah. You tell me when, and I'll turn it on. You can check for some leaks, I suppose. Oh, you got your mirror there. Good news. Ready?
Hang on. Switch it off, please.
She's off and keys in my hand.
Well, you ain't going to do that, just switch it off. Switch it on again, mate.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, go on, just switch it on. There. Start her up, mate, please.
Okie dokie. Okay, so the car is running. Primed up. Well, sounds all right to me. Obviously the airbox isn't on. You can see in there. So this is actually the first time we've started this car up today, and it's been struggling when cold. And well, there's no struggling, there's no idle struggle there. There's a bit of a rattle from a bearing here somewhere, but
It seems a bit flat to me, but
still seems flat to you.
seems a bit flat to me, yeah. And
What's next?
you're going to fit the air filter and then...
Oh yeah, I could do that bit.
You jolly well can.
Fit the air filter and put it all back together.
Yeah.
In goes the new air filter. Time to put the top box on it. Oh, that's weird. How strange. Well, the air filter sort of doesn't clip in, does it? That's unusual, that is. Sort of sits on it. So the air filter's a weird setup. You've got this box here with the clips on. And then the air filter sort of goes in as a spacer. You can't get it the wrong way up. It only fits one way. And then the rest of the air box that sort of, well, clips onto it. It doesn't physically go into anything like a bog standard air filter. It's almost part of the unit. You can't use the car without it. And this pipe needs to go on. What a weird setup. Is that actually on right? Because to me that's weird.
It is weird. They're a bit special, aren't they?
Yeah.
Different.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, but it's got to be right, else your clips wouldn't have fitted, would they?
Yeah. But you physically can't use the car without having that air filter in. Sometimes you can take the air filter out the box, can't you? But
Well, yeah, you would with this one. You'd rip the guts out of it. yeah, excellent.
good. Right, let's tighten these clips up and away we go. Be different.
Be Proton.
What's that? Be different, be Proton?
Yeah.
I like that. I'm getting that on a t-shirt.
The only thing I'd like to point out is that make sure the one near the throttle body doesn't interfere with your throttle action.
Apprentice of the week, how's he done?
Yeah, he's got a 10 out of 10.
Hey! So new air filter, new fuel filter. Hopefully that should, well, improve it a little bit anyway. It can't make it any worse than it already is.
Need a B.
Job is the good one. Sounding good. Do you habitually stand in front of the camera?
You keep moving the camera. Still think it sounds flat.
Come and tell me if you think this is flat.
I think it's flat.
Right, as a bit of bonus fun, we're going to cut this fuel filter up just to see what's inside it. Hopefully we don't need a fuel filter. This is not how you fit a fuel filter.
I think we're going to make very good telly watching me hacksawing all the way around here.
Why don't you get your angle grinder out?
That's a bit dangerous. You'll have loads of swarf in it, isn't it?
Well, it is when we've finished hacksawing it, yeah.
He goes, oh, look at all the swarf in it, that's the problem.
Well, we'll be able to tell the new swarf versus, well, hopefully any old swarf. Aha, we're through. Oh, there's your fuel filter.
Has it got any... There's nothing in it, look. You see?
That's all right, isn't it? Now we know what's inside a fuel filter.
In it though, isn't there?
Well, now we've seen inside a fuel filter, which is effectively a paper filter.
There is sort of... Let's see.
Let's have a look in there. Ah, stuff. Oh yeah, there's like carbon or
Bits of dirt
all in the bottom there. Antisocial proton revving.
It's not fair just sitting there revving it, is it? It's not like you're under load on the road. I reckon you ought to scan that now.
As Dad suggests then, let's scan it. Let's scan the car with the ThinkCar. This is the Think scan we've been sent, and it's actually a blooming good tool, to be honest with you. It got me out of the stick with me van. It's in a little pouch here. We'll plug it in and we'll see what it says. We did have previous OBD faults, which now go out. We've cleared the faults, so there are no faults on the car as far as we're aware. We'll plug it in and find out. Here we go. Right, DTCs, 0. Good news. Right, there we go. New fuel filter, new air filter, and actually, it's starting to get better every time we touch it.
We're just convincing the blooming selves.
Maybe. What do you reckon?
I still think it would like to have it so we can drive it up and down the drive and see what it's like.
Well, we'll stick a battery on it in the next video.
We did have a battery, but somebody's purloined it.
I've stolen it. We'll stick a good new battery on it. We will dump loads of fresh fuel in it and we'll take it for a spin up and down the drive. Good.
Good idea.
Every time we're touching it, it's getting better, slowly. Overall though, mechanically, it's starting to, well, seem okay.
Get a bit better.
Yeah, we're getting there. At least the hinge is fixed.
I'm going to do this job on my own. It's turned out into the biggest blinking load of trouble of anything. It's my Proton now. Get out of the way.
He's going to drive it down the drive, I think. Whoa!
Not too bad, though. I'm trying to make it's true. You drive it like that.
Don't tell Dad this, but I think the exhaust's blowing.
My exhaust's blowing?
Do you know the exhaust's blowing?
No. What I'm saying is, John, it'll pull away in second gear, so it ain't that flat.
Oh, hi.
If you used to drive it like a normal human being, it drives all right, and it'll pull away in second gear, so it's got a fair bit of torque.
Yeah, but the problem you've got is this.
What?
I'm not a normal human being. I want to drive it like race car. I'll drive it up the drive.
Oh, you want to drive your Proton?
I want to drive my Proton.
And my Proton now.
And then you can listen for the exhaust. What do you reckon?
You know, just drive it like a human being, not a blooming idiot. My Proton.
If we was going to drive it like an idiot and do what I want to do, we were putting a 1.8 litre engine in
Sure.
it. Who's moved me seat? Someone old's driving this. Are you ready?
Not all of us have to have the seat that far back to get our bread basket in.
Bread basket? Stand that way a bit, that's it. Bread basket. That's a bit rude, isn't it, boys and girls? I'm going to run the old git over, I think. You hear it?
What?
The blowing. Am I making it up?
I think you're imagining it.
Good, that's good then. See you later.
See ya.
Do you know what?
Well, it's a lot better than it ever has been.
This is going to be rapid, this is.
Oh. You can drive it straight to the auctions and get rid of it.
I'd like to drive a 1.8.
Have you finished with it now?
Yeah, shall I put it away now?
Put it away.
Put it away now.
Put it close to the on side, please.
I'll tell you what I think.
It's a lot better than it was.
It is a lot better than it was, but also, if you were to put a £50 note on the steering wheel, that'd pass an MOT now.
It's a soft sod. I just realised what you said.
Oh, that's it. Now you're showing off with your motorbike.
Much more fun.
Where are you going with that then?
This starts better than a Proton. Motorbikes are the way forward. When the sun shines.
Let's go for a ride.
When the sun shines. When the sun shines on my old GS500.
Don't you hit that Proton? Ah, classic cars. Classic vehicles.
Classic GS500.
Well, I'm really upset I didn't film what I've just done. Are you impressed with that?
It's made it look a lot better, hasn't it?
For those of you that have been following the project, there was a massive crease in this quarter here. There was a big dent in it. You'll be able to see it on previous videos. And I, out of nowhere, thought I'm going to try and put a suction cup on it. And I actually got my GoPro suction cup. I'll show you what I got. This is my suction cup I use to film everything.
It's just a bit... If you didn't know that was there now, you wouldn't bother looking at that. Before it stuck out like a sore thumb.
So I thought that actually there was a rear wheel arch liner. And it's not, it's solid metal. So I decided, I'm going to get my suction cup and stick it on there. And it went and popped straight out.
Better. That's where the impact point was. But hey, you've made it a million times better. It doesn't draw your eye now, does it? Look, Christ, look at that.
So this rear arch is now well repaired, pretty much.
Job done. Next.
Thanks to a suction cup. I wish I'd filmed that. I'm not brave enough to push it in again, though.
That'd be stupid.
That looks
a lot better.
an awful lot better. There's a couple of dents in this door.
Yeah.
That's going to be me dent man, I think.
I shouldn't think we bother with the way the rust's hanging out the window trims.
But the fact that you could see. Yeah.
It's not worth chucking the money at it.
It's not perfect. There's a crease there. But I literally put my suction cup there and went and pulled it off. Happy days. Well, there it is. The Proton Satria project has carried on. We've messed about with it for an hour today. Come around, have a cup of coffee and do a bit of work. New fuel filter. Hooray. It's not going to do any harm, is it? New air filter. Good news. And bonus that I should have filmed because that would have been brilliant. Dent removal. Going up in the world. Anyway, more Proton Satria stuff to come. It's running much better than it was. Still lots to do, but actually when I say there's lots to do, it's just mainly making sure it's okay, making sure there's no major holes in the near side, checking out the brakes, fettling it, I mean like cleaning it and painting these bits.
Bend the windows. Repair
the windows, as Dad says, and send it for an MOT, I think, and give it a good old clean. Anyway, gonna go enjoy the sunshine. The inspector's out here somewhere. Dad's gonna enjoy his afternoon. Maybe he's gonna take his bike for a ride. If you've enjoyed the video, thumbs up please, if you haven't already done so. Subscribe, please, consider that. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button and the bell and all sorts of stuff. You might get a little notification to say, John Keaton's posted something, if you want. It helps the channel, and it helps you keep up to date with what we're doing. And comment down below. What do you reckon? I think we're milking it a little bit now, to be honest with you. We've got loads of work to do, kind of, but it's just twiddly little bits that I could do in an afternoon. Still got the seats to fit, still got this to paint. Then give it a good old clean. Anyway, thanks to Dad for all his hard work, as usual. There he is, he's going to go out on his motorbike. I've actually bought him a new air compressor today as well, so we're going to go get that sorted. Till next time, have a great day. See you later. Goodbye. There are so many more Proton related videos on the channel, and I've actually selected a couple that I think you might like here. on this page. Give them a click to watch them now. Don't forget to subscribe for more Proton fun and lots more videos coming soon.